Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I do general collective readings with oracle cards. I use the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and I use other index cards with other energies that I created myself, and you will see how it goes. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm sorry my phone is a little crooked. I don't have a stand, so I kind of have a makeshift little thingamabob going on. So if it looks a little crooked, I apologize. Maybe something is feeling a little off or tilted or something like that in your world. Or you're feeling a little crooked, or I don't know. Maybe someone's crooked. I don't know. That was for somebody. Okay. The messages that I was getting, I'm going to go ahead and pull the influence, whether it's past, present, or future, that's going to be guiding this reading before I say what the messages are. It's one or two. Yeah, there we go. Butterfly Garden. And this is all about looking at the bigger picture and appreciating the smaller things in life. This is like temperance. This is like finding a balance, meeting in the middle. I just heard two great minds coming together and meeting in the middle. I don't know. So that's the influence, and let's get the clarifier for that, and then we'll get into the messages. What is clarifying Butterfly Garden? And we'll break it down. I just want to quickly get into blinded constancy to your balance. You need to see this. You need to have more time of appreciating the smaller things in life, the little moments. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so the messages that I got, Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln might be relevant. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th U.S. president. It went from Abe Lincoln to Lincoln Park, the group. And then the song in the end is relevant. It goes, the lyrics that I got were, it starts with one. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. So, with that in mind, with lovely Chester Bennington's lyrics, I brought my pendulum. And I've been saying the pendulum's getting ready to swing the other way. I've been saying that not necessarily in my readings, but just I've been feeling that. I've been seeing that. I've been saying that to myself. I've been saying there's something that's shifting that's going to swing the other direction type situation. And I'm going to use the pendulum to see if it's needed in the reading, or maybe it's just a symbol of this reading. I don't know, but I went ahead and I brought it out. And then let's see. Also, the other song that I kept hearing, and that was more today. This song I heard like yesterday when I was getting a lot of these messages yesterday. I was hearing Out of Touch by Hall & Oates. You're out of touch, I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head when you're not around. And then also Spirit would like to say that this reading is guided by love, is surrounded by love, is filled with love. Spirit loves you, whoever you believe in, God, Allah, Buddha, whoever, whatever, your angels, your ancestors that are on the other side. Everybody loves you and is with you. You're not alone. That was a profound message that I got in this reading and the reading before about the heart chakra. It also may have to do with pulling from your heart chakra, or you have a powerful heart chakra, or this is just going to be a very guided message that is infused with a lot of love. Okay. Put this out here so I can like do this. I can see all the messages because sometimes they're relevant. Sometimes they make sense in the reading. Sometimes they don't. Okay. So the lesson. Ooh, sorry. Sorry for that if I move the stand. Okay. So the lesson that we're going to learn from the 7 deadly sins of what not to do, because it teaches you a lot, is going to be sloth. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. And that's interesting because the influence is temperance. And this card is about slowing down and looking at things around you. The lesson is sloth. So maybe it's not what not to do, but having the balance of doing the sloth energy and not overdoing it. And something about being blinded to this. We're going to see how this all fits in. They're telling me it's going to make sense when I pull the other cards. Let's do the element. Let's find out what the main element is that is going to be guiding us of the 4 elements. Please and thank you, Spirit. Air. So it's logical. And the secondary is the supportive element is going to be water. It's emotional. But you're leading with logic. It's emotional, but you're leading with your head. So it's like head over heart type situation. Okay, and then let's pull the Chinese zodiac signs and see what shows up to help give us the wisdom that we need in this reading. Please and thank you, Spirit, right here. The ox again. So remaining diligent, dependable, determined, and being honest. The ox is the second zodiac sign in the lineup. You could be born in the year of the ox. You don't have to be. The negative side is big-headed, not willing to submit or admit defeat, hot-headed, sad loner, or won't compromise. Okay, and then in the Chinese, I just said that. Sorry, in the numerology energies, the numerology that is going to be guiding us is 7. You might be a life path 7. You don't have to be. 7 is very spiritual, curious, analytical, intellectual, and has a thirst for knowledge. They're all about like figuring stuff out. They never stop. Okay, let's see. 7 could be relevant for you just in general, the number 7. Okay, let's see. All right, so we're going to do... Oh, okay. And then the tool that's going to be... We're going to be using from the 7 chakras that's going to be guiding us, giving us our guiding light. I keep seeing that. I don't know why. The sacral chakra. Being very, very creative. And it also represents a sexual type of energy, but it doesn't have to be. So the sacral chakra, let's clarify what the sacral chakra is pertaining to before we get into it. Please and thank you, Spirit. Something that is blissful solitude. So So something that's very creative for you or very passionate is going to bring you a lot of happiness to yourself. Not necessarily that you're alone, but it's going to bring you individually a lot of happiness. It's going to bring you to your happy place. Okay, and let's pull from the Oracle of Mystical Moments. Let's see if anything wants to pop out first. Do it one more time. Yep. The Art of Seduction. This does have some Capricorn energy in it. It's not exactly the same as that, but we'll see. Wow. There's a situation that's going to go like day and night. It could be a relationship. It could be a situationship. It could just be whatever that is a decision that needs to be made. Using the art of seduction, or the art of seduction is involved in it. We'll get more into what it is pertaining to. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna put this over here, get this out of the way, and where you can see this. Get the messages, clarifying. Let's see what's gonna clarify the art of seduction. So that was the first one we pulled. That's the one that flipped out. It's kind of prominent. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. That's interesting. Glory that shines upon tears came in reverse. And that's part of the decision that you're making. Oh, okay, cool. I like that. Okay. Nice. Okay. Something that's obvious. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Pendulum. Oh, a decision. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay. I said there's a decision that you need to make. Pendulum. It's going to go one way or the other. The pendulum helps you see sometimes what decision you want to make when you ask Spirit. If you have a tough situation, you can use the pendulum to guide you in what the correct is, a yes or no answer. It's a one way or the other situation. So that definitely showed up here. That's hilarious. Okay. So the art of seduction, I said, is very Capricorn energy. 14 breaks down to a 5, which is very challenging energy. It's like very Capricorn in that way. It's very adventurous. It's about change and adaptability for sure. There's a 1, which is very powerful and pioneer energy, definitely Capricorn. And 4 is very stable and very practical, very earthy in that way, which is similar to that. So in your relationships, whether they be platonic, a business, love, family, whatever they are, whatever the situationship is, work related, all of the situations, whatever's in your life right now, or past, present, or even future to come, you need to be grateful for these experiences with these people because they were actually placed in your life. Something, a situation is in your life for a reason, and you need to be grateful for this. There is some type of art of seduction. I feel like this, with the sacral chakra here, it's very, there's a lot of high energy. It's very creative. It's very passionate. And it brings you a lot of happiness and a lot of joy, just for yourself. And it's logical too. There's a lot of, I'm getting practicality when it comes to like this logical choice or something. But to be grateful for this situation, that night and day, which is a 1, which is very powerful, pioneer energy, starting something up. But this is also like the 2 of Swords. Even though I don't use tarot, the tarot energies always show up. So there's a decision here where you're going to go from night to day, and you're holding the sun in your hand because you have all the answers. You have everything you need to essentially make this decision. Glory that shines upon tears is reversed. So this is something that is influenced by, this is a very obvious choice. This decision or choice is going to be very obvious. They say the logical, practical choice. And to be grateful for this coming into your life, because it was sent to you. It was meant for you to have this situation. Even though it doesn't feel that way. Something about time is relevant too. Because we got the future frequency, and I'm looking at the lyrics to, in the end, all I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away. It's so unreal. Future frequency, the gift. 23, again with this 5 energy. Challenging, but adventurous. You've got to be adaptable in this. There's a 2 that's going to bring a lot of balance, and 3 is very creative. We got the sacral chakra here. So this decision that's very obvious is going to bring in something that is going to be extraordinarily, I keep saying extraordinary, I said that in the last reading, might be very extraordinary. It's going to feel like it feels out of place for some reason, but it's supposed to be there. It's meant to be there. Again, this is like, these things are happening for a reason. It's happening for you, not to you type situation. And you have a lot of wisdom with this Hermit energy here. Touch the sky. 32, again, 5. Wow. Some really challenging energy, but we're in a 7. We're being guided by the 7 energy, which is very spiritual, very intelligent, and knowledgeable, which makes sense that we've got this hermit type energy here. And you've gained all this higher knowledge here, but you have these boundaries in place, even though you do make yourself accessible to people. And I think you feel like You may at times have a license to complain, or you feel like because of your trials and tribulations, you might feel like you maybe because you are so wise, it's like sarcasm. Some of you have a lot of sarcasm. Some of y'all are really sarcastic, little buggas. You feel like you have this license to complain, and oh my gosh, I should be this and I should do that, and people would say this about me if they saw this. Like because you've been through so much in your life. You should have a license to complain, but you don't. You don't. And even though you might feel like you have that, I don't know what I'm saying, hearing privilege or whatever, you're very sarcastic. In the future, something is going to come in for you. Something is going to be very successful, I'm hearing. And it's going to be like a gift, but like oddly placed. Oddly placed. My dear friend, number 47, which again, that breaks down to an 11. This is a master number. So it could be like bridging two things together. There's a lot of power and there is a lot of balance in this. A lot of harmony as well too. It's about tapping into your like childhood faith. There might be something from your past childhood that is carrying you through a situation. You could have a childhood friend. It could just be a memory. It could be a family member, something specific. Or you just have like this childhood, you have this amazing faith that's like from childhood, like you childlike or something like that. Your inner child has a lot of faith in the things that you've done in your life. My dear friend, number 47, like I said, it's 11. It's high level of spirituality, of intuition, and 4 is very practical and 7 is very spiritual. We've got the 7 out here again, reiterating this. So you need to have a lot of faith. And there might be a particular type of memory or core memory, childhood memory that is getting you through something, or something that you need to tap into that's going to help you give you a lot of wisdom, keep your faith strong in a situation. Some of y'all have kids that are keeping you grounded and keeping your faith strong. And I think that's great. For those of you that do have that situation, or someone in your life that's like that, that's keeping you grounded and you have a lot of keeping your faith strong. Because you need to be very protective, or you are very protective. Is this because you are protective? Hold on. Dried my tears and armed my fears. Dried my tears and armed my fears is in reverse. So yeah, you're not afraid of protecting your friends, your families, your whatever. You're like very protective of what you know, your life, what you've built, whatever comes into your life that you're very close with, that maybe you've even known since childhood, or it's like that, or you have a connect, whatever. You're very protective. You may need to be very protective of this. Something about this time, something about this particular time or moment is going to be like protected for you, like the powers that be, your angels, your ancestors, spirit is going to be protecting you in this particular, at this particular time, in this particular moment right now. And blinded constancy, I feel like this is a message. This particular one is a few different ways. Some of y'all don't see the blessing in your life clearly. You are very grateful and you're very wise. Again, sarcasm. Let's see, every time I see the license to complain. Don't get, also I feel like with this Capricorn energy, the sloth energy, you could get distracted in things you shouldn't. So keep your eye on the prize, stay focused, and keep the balance. You want to slow down a little bit, but it's more about being aware, having your awareness to this, that everything is precious. And you need to see it more now. And it's like, yeah, I feel like some of you feel like, yeah, it's staring me in the face. How can I not see it? It's hard for me to, like, the sarcasm, like, yeah, I can't, look away. Like you see it, you know, but it's more about like really, there's a core memory or something to do with that, to really, some of y'all need to just really open your eyes up a little bit more to see how precious and beautiful your life is. For some of y'all, there's something that was blinding you to keeping you from seeing the details in your life, how great these are. And you're going to get a gift. You're going to get something really special out of this. Like I said, something is going to keep, when you make this very obvious choice, whatever this is, that you're going to see and just go, it's going to be, you're going to feel it click together. Everything's going to click because it's something to do with a partnership or a situation involving more than one person, a group situation or family or whatever. People that were placed, situations and people that were placed in your life for a very specific reason. And it's going to vibrate that way. It's going to feel like, you know, sometimes it's like, well, everybody that you meet in life, you can say that about, but this specific situation that is being highly protected at this time, I think either some of you were blinded to how remarkable it is, and then some of you, because you weren't seeing it, you weren't appreciating it, and then some of you were actually really blinded because you got caught up in some other situations, whatever, just distractions, whatever they were. You weren't seeing it. Maybe you were a workaholic. Maybe you spent too much time doing something else, not enough paying attention to this. Nothing bad. For some of y'all, maybe it was having too much time on your hand and getting your hands dirty, because that's what sloth energy is all about. But I feel like for the most of you, you're very hard workers, very dependable, very determined, very intelligent, and you just have a thirst for knowledge, and some of y'all are extremely sarcastic. And, but I think that, just understand that you have a lot of creative energy flow right now that is going to make you really happy, and to just kind of let go and let that happen. And time is going to keep going. So don't think about that too much. Understand that it's there. Find the balance and appreciate where you are in the moment. I think that's all the messages that I feel like I want to say. And maybe that's where I got the out of touch from, the Daryl Hall and John Oates. Maybe you were slightly out of touch with this situation that is like your situation, that is either whatever that is. It's very, it's like they're telling me it's like a that was placed in your life. These people, this situation that was prominently, is the word, prominently placed in your life. You maybe were slightly, not everybody, were out of touch with what the situation was and how it was really going to unfold in your life, and how it was meant to evolve. And you're going to see this in the future, how it was supposed to go down this way, in a sense, and to just let it unfold, and don't struggle, just let it happen type situation. Okay. I hope that helped. I hope that these messages found who they were meant to find. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and listen to me. And I send you all of my love and positivity and strength and wherever you are. And I hope to see you again. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye.